over $50 billion. That's how much Americans spent on their pets in 2011, an all-time high. And people like my guest are certainly reaping the benefits. Joining me now for this week's edition of Small Business, Big Ideas, Jamie Van Way, President and CEO of the Zoom Room. That's a dog training franchise. And Jamie, thank you so much for joining us. $50 billion. Have you seen this amount? Have you seen good profits in your company over the last year or so?
Yes, actually, we've been very successful despite the downturn in the economy because people are still spending a lot of money on their dogs. And so despite the fact that they're maybe cutting back with things like vacations and luxury spending, they're really spending money close to home on pleasures that they really enjoy. And one of the things that we do as a national franchise is really try and increase the bond between owners and their dogs. So people are having a great time. They're coming into our centers. They're learning a lot of things, and they're still spending money with us.
I see that sales for your business, Jamie, up 140%. What are your most popular classes?
Well, our primary revenue stream is agility training, which is an obstacle course training for dogs. So you come in and your dog learns how to go through tunnels and over jumps. But we also do a lot of business in puppy classes for new puppies, rescue dog classes for people that have recently adopted puppies or older dogs, and things like tricks classes. So we do have a lot of dogs that come in and they learn how to ride a skateboard, for example.
I have a new puppy, by the way, Gracie, a Cocker Spaniel. I do not see her riding a skateboard or anything else. But you never know. Listen, you have 10 locations around the country. You're hoping to double that number by the end of the year. Is there any particular region of the country that's especially profitable?
Well, we're really looking right now to go into Chicago and New York, but we'd really like to see them in all of the metropolitan areas in the U.S.
Very good. Other than opening new locations, what other plans do you have for your business? How do you intend to grow the business?
Well, one of the things that we focus a lot on is new curriculum development. So we're constantly coming up with new things for people to try with their dogs. The latest that we did was urban herding, and since we don't have a lot of sheep in urban areas, we have the dogs herding those big exercise balls. So we're always trying to develop new and novel things for people to hang out with and play with their dogs and learn something new.
I've seen dogs herding people in Central Park, that's for sure.
Yeah.
What's amazing to me is the amount of products out there, and they're not cheap. You know, you start getting the collars and the the harnesses, and then you get to specialty foods. I mean, for your business, how many different directions do you think you could go? I know you have the dog training, but are you thinking of adding other aspects?
We do have several revenue streams as a franchise. We do the classes. We also do private obedience lessons and private lessons for puppies, but we also have a very strong retail component to the business, and services that are a little bit more unusual, like dog birthday parties, tend to be very popular. So we have doggy discos usually every weekend at our locations. Doggy
discos, my oh my.
Yeah.
What's next? $50 billion a year and spend on pets? Why not? Jamie Van Way, thank you so much. Zoom Room President and CEO.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie. The recent run-up in the S&P 500 has money managers reallocating their portfolios. The question is, how can you play it? It's all coming up ahead on Fox Business, giving you the power to prosper.
Small Business, Big Ideas